So Trump is saying it looks like Russia poisoned ex-spy. Moscow, the latest on the poisoning of a Russian ex-spy in England. Donald Trump says it looks like Russia was responsible. Yeah, he said that. Speaking to reporters after his administration announced new sanctions on Russian entities for meddling in the 2016 election, Trump said the United States is taking the nerve agent attack very seriously. Trump spoke to British Prime Minister Theresa May on Tuesday, and he says their two governments are in deep discussions. He added it's something that should never happen. Leaders of the U.S., France, Germany, and Britain issued a rare joint statement Thursday condemning Russia for the first offensive use of nerve agent in Europe since the Second World War. Russia's ambassador to the UK says the Russian embassy in London is receiving threats against its diplomats. Ambassador Alexander Yakovenko told Russia's new channel the embassy is receiving a mass of messages. There are some people vowing to take reprisals on diplomats. There are a lot of mentally unbalanced people and people with a criminal past. You can expect anything. Let's see here. So in a rare joint statement, Trump, Macron, Merkel, and Theresa May says there's no plausible alternative explanation to Russian responsibility. They say Russia's failure to respond to Britain's legitimate request for an explanation further underlines its responsibility. So, Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov says that Britain's refusal to produce proof of Russian involvement indicates its absence. Let's see here. He charged that, well, Russia had no motive to poison the ex-spy if foes were seeking to use the incident to try and derail the Soccer World Cup hosted by Russia this summer. He also charged that the provocation with Skripal helps British cabinet distract public attention from its failure to win favorable conditions. So let's see here. Let's see if there's anything that kind of hasn't hit the pavement already. Because a lot of this, I mean, more or less, it's kind of just like, okay, we don't have any conclusive evidence. We're thinking Russia definitely did it, and we're already acting as if they did, which I don't think that's right. I think you should not shoot first and ask later. I think you should ask first, figure it out first, and then act. I just think that's how we should conduct ourselves as a world. Because, you know, war's bad, right? I mean, like why is this? I mean, these aren't, and I'm not trying to oversimplify it, but really it's like, okay, let's find out what we're dealing with before we act. But, you know, there's such a strong anti-Russia sentiment right now. There's such a strong Red Scare going on. There's such a strong hysteria going on, especially here in the U.S., which is bleeding over now, that, you know, people kind of shot first and asked later. And usually when that happens, the results aren't good. Usually we go into illegal wars when that happens. She said it would be strange for Russia to be so reckless and stupid as to poison Scrapple, knowing what outrage it would cause, which makes sense. The motivations don't add up. So I think that to say without a doubt we know who did this, I don't. It seems like we certainly don't know yet, unless there's something breaking that we're missing here on the stream as of recording this in real time. So, yeah, I think we're still waiting here. Hey guys, thanks for watching. That was a clip from Get Your News On with Ron, the world's first viewer-curated streaming news show. What does that mean? That means I log on to a stream and people tweet me articles over on Twitter at Ron Placone, or they use our Reddit subsection, which is just Get Your News On with Ron over on Reddit. And that's how we build the show. I'm seeing all these articles for the first time. We are literally getting our news on together. Follow me on Twitter at Ron Placone so you can participate. And this show streams live every Tuesday through Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So please do tune in. If you want to support this show, you can do so over on patreon.com/Ron Placone, where for as low as $1 a month, You get access to exclusive podcasts every week, exclusive videos, free tickets to shows when I'm performing in your town, and more for as low as $1 a month. Please do consider it. Thank you so much for your support. This has been Get Your News On with Ron.